Hi boys and girls, today's HVAC lookup is about John Mills' website. John Mills has a neat page or two that I've had printed up, and I keep it in a binder that I keep all my necessary stuff with when I was running calls that I could have a quick reference to. Anyway, he has, let's see, where is the link here? History of the industry's brands. Now this is great, especially if you're running across older equipment. You're like, okay, who carries parts for this air conditioner or this condenser or whatever it is you're trying to find parts for? And I'm sure it's far from complete, but it's fairly complete looking to me. And the neat part is they'll have a list of a product, say Whirlpool, that was bought out or replaced by, here it says Whirlpool after Intercity Gas bought Heil Quaker, blah 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 blah. So on some of these, it gives you a great list of who bought out who and who you might look for the parts for in the future. So I've printed this out, and it's been on my computer. I mean, on my my 3-ring binder in the truck for quite a while. So you can go to the link here. I'll have the link in the show notes, so you don't have to worry about stopping here. And follow the link to the show notes, and if I have time, I will put a link to my website, and I'll start keeping track of interesting stuff that you'll be able to look up on the website. And I'll probably put a hard copy of this on my website later in case John Mills' website goes down or something like that. We'll have a couple of reference points. Alright, now I want you guys to stick around to the end of the show, because at the end of the show we will be giving a gift away. We'll be doing yet another drawing, a giveaway. Except instead of a coffee cup or something just mildly interesting, we'll be giving something away HVAC related. You must already be an existing subscriber to me, and I would prefer it if you're actually in the HVAC industry or are going to school to be in the HVAC industry. And I'm just going to ask y'all on the trust, basically on trust, just to do this because it's going to be an HVAC related tool that we're going to be giving away, and I'd really like someone be able to put it to good use, not just a regular HVAC viewer who likes watching the videos or is interested. Anyway, thanks a lot there, and we'll do a quick stop over here to look at some fun pictures before we go to the next bit on the giveaway here. And I'll just do a quickie, and you can come back through and look at all these later. But he has a lot of good stuff. You can follow some of his other links. Here we go. A dirty blower on an air handler. For those of you who don't know better, this is from either using no filters at all in your air conditioning system or using those cheap fiberglass filters instead of using pleated filters. Always buy the pleated filters, even if it's just the cheap $4 or $5 ones, which is all I buy, the cheap ones. And this won't happen. This stuff builds up, and this is what killed the motor. I can tell you right now, without even knowing the motor's dead. The motor's dead. So, and then in addition to that, you know, they're going to have the blower wheel cleaned too. This is all going to have to haul it outside and clean. And you can imagine what your ducts look like if this looks like this. So just protect yourself and your pocketbook in the long run, homeowners, and use cheap pleated filters, little $4 or $5 filters, and you can avoid this in the long run. What else was I going to say on this topic here? If you have a warranty and they see this, you can forget it unless you just, on a manufacturer's warranty, unless you just get some nice guy coming in. As far as a homeowner's warranty, like, let's say a policy, if you take out one of them extended policies that protect, your appliances, air conditioners, stoves, microwaves, stuff like that, and they see this, it's not going to be covered. I can tell you that right now from experience. Alright, on to the next picture. We'll show a Train outdoor unit. This is beautiful. Look at all the crud that's packed up. Usually you find this really bad if the surrounding area has no grass growing up and there's a lot of dust and air circulating. But this will cause a lot of problems. You cannot properly get rid of the heat that the air conditioning system's pulled out of the house if it can't cool the Freon out here on the outside unit. So this causes a very high head pressure, might even cause it to cycle off or bypass. This will also cause very high suction pressure because it can't get rid of the heat, and it's taking already hot Freon and sitting it back to do the same job again. This is easy to clean. Even on train units, train units have slats that go sideways like this. So you could aim your water hose in from the side. You don't want to squirt straight into the unit. Either squirt in from the side to wash the dirt sideways and out, or on the other models that don't have the slats like that. I just wash from the top down. Still from the outside, not from the squirting from the inside of the unit, folks. But if you're an air conditioner HVAC tech and you're doing a professional cleaning, you might be doing it from the inside, but that's another story. But you can wash it down and out, and it'll work the same way to clean it up. Let's see a couple other quickies. Here's a fun one. Frozen up system heat pump. Obviously, the defrost control is not working. And here's a hack job install. Okay, I'm sorry, whoever installed this needs to be kicked between the legs. If you're going to install a unit to replace something else, he could have went down and spent $20 on a shovel and billed it to the customer and leveled that off and and done a proper job and extended everything out. Oh, that's crazy. How do you even sell this to the customer? I mean, without them picking up the phone and calling your boss. Wow, that's crazy. And let's see, here's a good one. This is from dogs peeing on your air conditioner years after years after years. Lovely. Here we go. If you read this, it says it's actually installed at a fire station. This is probably for 90% or higher efficient gas furnace. So you have fresh air intake next to your oh golly gee, that's just all kinds of code violations stacked up there. And let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, here's one. The renter complained about having no heat, and they kept telling them they had gas heat. And as you can see, with parts laying down on the floor in the furnace, they have no heat. What else do we have? Oh, here's a fun one. It looks more like a Rube Goldberg chase story than a plumbing job for drainage. Here is a dirty evaporator coil, folks. This is another thing that happens if you do not put on good pleated filters, or if you have air leaks that go by. The coil gets dirty, and you're paying someone $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 to come out and clean it. And the hotter it is, the more they're going to charge to come out and clean it, because nobody likes to pull a coil and clean them. Let's see what else we have here. Anything really, really cool? I don't know what this is. Do a quick look. Just some unlevel units. Rooftop units. Oh, here's a cool one. Apparently they didn't want to replace the package unit, so they put a condenser outside and used the existing package unit for a blower and evaporator. Inventive. Wrong, but inventive. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, here's a good one. Another reason why I hate seeing units up on roofs. Can you imagine this breaking loose and landing on your head or your kid? That's crazy. And bypass air. I've seen this every once in a while. The coil is shoved in a plenum box, and look at all the dead space between. So the blower being below or above, in this case it looks like it's probably above, is blowing down, and a good chunk of the air is being bypassed around the coil. So inefficiency, not to mention you may have low airflow across the coil and all kinds of other issues. Looks like you could have fun with. And we'll pick the last one here. vines growing through the unit. Isn't that lovely? Okay, boys and girls, that's it. I'm going to go back here to the main page. John Mills has his home page, but this is his HVAC page with all kinds of cool stuff. At this point, we will stop and go on to talking about the cool stuff for the drawing. Boys and girls, as I promised at the end of the video today, we have a giveaway or a drawing. We're going to play Guess the Number game again today. So we're going to have you, if you're a viewer, and no new viewers, so you have to already have been a viewer, subscribed viewer at this point, and pick a number between 1 and 1,000. And it's okay if multiple people pick the same number. Don't worry about it. We'll sort that out if that becomes an issue. Anyway, today's giveaway is a TechMate Pro, which I'm not going to be using, so and of course you can look up the instructions on the internet, but it's pretty straightforward. Hook up the power to 24 volts, however you see fit when you're testing the unit out. And this, you remove the plug from the bottom of the module on the DC motor and plug that in and fire it up. And if the motor fires up, then you know that the motor and module are good and the control board is a problem. And if it doesn't, you know it's either the motor or the module. It's pretty simple, so it doesn't do advanced testing, but it's an awful handy, quick troubleshooting tool. So there you go, folks. That is the deal of the day. And like I said, pick a number between 1 and 1,000. Post it. I'll probably let the contest go on for a couple weeks, get everybody a chance to make around with it, and then once we're done, I'll announce the winner, and you can email me or however you prefer to get it to me, your shipping address information, and when I get around to shipping it, I'll get around to shipping it. Thanks for watching, and hope everybody's having a great day.